And welcome back to Nancy's Neighborhood, folks. And you know, this has been a really crazy day. If you're watching us on YouTube or on Facebook, then it's really crazy because people are up in arms trying to figure out what to do because it's supposed to snow tomorrow. The schools have already been, Tuesday, the schools have already been canceled for tomorrow. And then we're hearing that it may just be a dusting, and then we're hearing it might be 3 inches of snow. So I'm going to tell you about some things that are planned for this week and maybe some on out in the future. So we'll see what happens and if you get to go to them. So the two people that you saw earlier, they have things this weekend. Glenn Miller will be on Friday night. There's still tickets available, and you can call Dwight and they'll have that up on the screen in a minute. And then the Makers Fair, which will be from 9 to 12 in the gym at Cleveland State, will still be going on Saturday, the 2nd, as far as we know. So now let me tell you some more things that are coming up. The Museum Center at 5 Points has what they call History Happy Hours. And so the second one of this year will be on February the 7th, and it will be at 6 o'clock with beverages, light hors d'oeuvres, live music before Bill Race takes the stage. And then Bill is going to talk about his experience for the 1993 Superstorm. And we certainly hope that's not what we're going to have Tuesday, but you never know, folks, okay? So I said to somebody today at a Main Street luncheon, I said, East Tennessee is the only place in the world you can live and have 4 seasons in 1 week. And I think that may be what we're getting ready to do this week. But that's at 6 o'clock on February the 7th. Bill Race will be there to talk about the 1993 Superstorm. Now, it's $15 for non-members, and it's free for museum members. And I've told you all before, folks, that it's great. It's very, very reasonable. It's like $35 to join the museum. You get in most of their events free, plus you get a discount in their gift shop. And I have on a lovely bracelet that I got in their gift shop not long ago. I really don't like to go in their gift shop very often because I do spend money. Now, the next History Happy Hour is going to be March the 7th, and it's going to be Irish America, and that's going to celebrate the Irish American history with traditional food, drink, and music. And then the final History Happy Hour will be June the 6th, and it's going to be called 1944, and it's the date actually marks the 70th anniversary of D-Day in World War II. I have an uncle still living who had an aortic valve replacement 2 months ago. He's 97 years old, and he was there that day. So that should be really, really good. I'm sure they'll have some people there. I don't know how many veterans are still living, and if my Uncle Ralph is still living, then I will try to get him there. Now, the Stitches in Time annual quilt show is going to be presented by the Museum Center, and it starts January 31st, and it's going through February 28th. So you have almost a month there to go see the quilts. There's going to be some beautiful antique quilts and art quilts. And folks, the art quilts are phenomenal. Now, the antique quilts are beautiful, but the art quilts are totally phenomenal. I mean, people actually paint a picture with a quilt, and it's unbelievable. And ribbons are going to be awarded in each category. So you can go to www.museumcenter.org. Now remember, they're a nonprofit.org, and see what the schedule is for them. I'm not sure about a cost. That's probably a free, but don't quote me. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. And of course, February the 1st, the Allied Arts Council will have the famous Glenn Miller Orchestra at the Cleveland Country Club. And you can call Dwight Richardson at 715-0030, or you can call the Chamber of Commerce at 472-6587. This is going to be brought to you by the Allied Arts Council of the Cleveland Bradley Chamber of Commerce. And it's going to be a lot of fun. It starts at 6, and it's like Dwight said, they'll be here on Friday night. They'll be in Nashville on Saturday night. Tickets in Nashville start at $100 and go up to $500, and it's just for auditorium seating. There is no meal. There is no watching Jack and Ollie Hall dance. There is nothing else that goes with that ticket. So the tickets are $100 each, or you can purchase a corporate table, which seats 8 for $1,000, and it should be a great time. I'm planning on being there with 7 of my closest friends. So it's going to be wonderful. Now, the Ocoee Story Fest is also going to be that evening, and it's going to start at 7 at the Museum Center, and the cost is $5 a person, or maximum $15 for a family. So if it's you, your husband, and 3 kids, you're still not going to pay more than $15. And the storyteller, and I know I'm going to screw her name up, and I know that Judy has said it 100 times. I don't know whether it's White Camp. Anyway, she's a great storyteller. She's been here before, and I think she'll do a great job. And she will be in the schools. Now, I did get an email from Judy. Let me look through everything. Just before I came to the studio, and it says, in view of the impending weather, I had to make a decision regarding Kim's visit here for the Ocoee Story Fest. I made the decision to cancel Wednesday school visits because her travel to here was to be during the day Tuesday when we were supposed to have snow. And she had a prior commitment and could not come down today. So Judy felt it was safer for her to travel on Wednesday, and we hope that is right. So she'll be back on track at the schools on Thursday. They'll be at Cleveland Middle in the morning and for an afternoon school session. Then Friday morning they'll be at Michigan Avenue at 9 o'clock. And she's hoping to get her in one of the schools that was canceled for snow day. So hopefully that's going to happen. She's brought to you by the Cleveland Storytelling Guild and the Museum Center at 5 Points and the Allied Arts Council of the Cleveland Bradley Chamber of Commerce. And so that's, this is a wonderful experience. The storytellers that go into the schools are regional, national, international storytellers, and we're so thrilled that some of the profits from Cherry's Jubilee are able to go to the Cleveland Storytellers Guild to bring this in. Also, you heard from Angela and Dale about the Makers Fair in the Cleveland Community College gym Saturday. It's for K through 5. You just kind of come through. There'll be activities. It's almost like a STEM type situation. Parents come with you. It's free. And the students come in and they can go to different stations and they can do different things. So it'll be a hands-on activity and it should be great. So I hope everybody will be in attendance for that. Now, they're having auditions in Athens at the Sue Trotter Theater on North White Street for Alice in Wonderland. And that will be February the 3rd at 2 o'clock and February the 4th at 7 o'clock. This is going to be a children's performance. Now, I would also like to tell you that they're going to be presenting Legally Blonde, the musical. And it should be really good. And folks, I've been to performances up there before in their black box theater, and I wish that the Allied Arts here could do something and have some kind of theater where we could be doing this. But that takes money, and that takes location, and that takes scheduling, and that takes a lot of other things. But the dates for this, and you see them on your screen, tickets are available, and you can call that number or you can go to their website. There are several people. Let me just tell you, the story is a fabulously funny, award-winning musical based on the adored movie Legally Blonde. The musical follows the transformation of Ellie Woods as she tackles stereotypes and scandal in pursuit of her dreams. So this should be absolutely fantastic. And I'm looking through. We do have some people from Cleveland. Emma Brannon will be in it, and that's the only one I recognize, but that doesn't mean, because there's just a whole list of them. And this should be really, really fun. And I'm thinking about getting the gals that we go to all the way to New York to Broadway to see musicals and see if they want to go see Legally Blonde, the musical, because I think that will be fantastic. Now, we talked the other day about the U-Turn Institute, and I'm not really sure what they're going to do because nobody from there has contacted me, and I didn't have an opportunity to contact them today. But they started with their January through March classes last night, or Sunday night, the 27th. And so I'm sure that they will still be doing Grief Share tonight from 6:30 to 8. But now, as far as tomorrow, I do not know. So there is a phone number that you can call, 813-3300, and that's a 423 number, 813-4400, and see what they're going to do about their classes for this week, because, some of you may have wanted to start those classes. These classes are free, And there would be a great opportunity if you are living with the devastating diagnosis, grief share, domestic violence, assisting family, friend, and self, coping with depression and anxiety, improving your health. Your story is unique. So those are things that I think some of you might benefit tremendously from. Now, on the 21st of February, we had Reba Terry on, and she talked about the ATS, the bridge, was going to offer the Addicted Brain, and that will be from 6 to 8 in the Education Building on the campus of Lee University. And so you can contact Robert Fisher at Lee University by emailing him rfisher@leeuniversity.edu. No reservations are necessary. It's going to be really great because it's going to be presented by a recovering addict. So that should be really, really great. And if you're interested in going there and supporting them. Now, Lee University will be opening their English Language Center with free classes. So for more information, you need to call 614-8223 or go online to Blake at cblake@leeuniversity.edu. For those of you who need to strengthen your English language, that's would be great. Also, Lee University's Presidential Concert Series is going to present the Schumann Quartet on Monday, February the 4th at Pangle Hall at 7:30. Now, this is a ticketed event. It's a free event, I think, but you must have a ticket. I know I've said that. It may not be a free event. It's the Presidential Series. Call 614-8343 and ask about this, 614-8343. And their box office is open Wednesday from 3 to 6 weekdays. Remember, the Girl Scout cookie sale has kicked off. We have a lot of interesting things happening. And I was thrilled when the banner brought by the new Bradley Essential. And this one is very, very new and very informative. And Wintry Wardrobe Wonderland, spilling the beans about coffee shops, local coffee shops, and recommit to New Year's resolutions. I didn't even make any because there's no need in me making them because they last about 24 hours maybe. But their calendar, I have noticed that they've kind of extended their calendar. This issue starts with January 26th, which we've already had. A lot of these things are activities in Knoxville, and a lot of them are activities in Chattanooga. So this is really great opportunity, and it starts on page 30 with the social calendar. And this is great, so you can see some of the things. I noticed the 19th through the 24th is the Book of Mormon at the Tivoli Theater. I have my tickets for that. I noticed that Friends, the musical parody, will be March the 7th, and that's going to be at the Tivoli. The Platters and the Drifters are going to be at NPAC in Greenville, Tennessee. So there's a lot of things in here that might interest you. They've got the Legally Blonde, the musical, at the Athens Community Center, and they've got the Happy Hour for the Storm of the Century, and Sesame Street Live in Knoxville. So this is great, and it's a marvelous magazine, folks, and the articles are great. And it even has Cherry's Jubilee in here, which isn't going to happen until April the 12th. But these are great things for you to look at. The Strawberry Festival in May in Dayton. So see, it goes on out. This is a quarterly publication, and you can pick them up anywhere. I have some at the Red Ribbon if you want to stop by and pick them up. So this has kind of been a fun day in Nancy's neighborhood, folks. And stay warm and be safe if this snow comes in. So for today, folks, that's bye-bye.